Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the digital asset investor, and I am literally looking out my window, and I just watched the digital asset, the official neighbor of the digital asset investor, drive by right as I was starting this video. So maybe he will hear this and realize that he has gotten mentioned today. I want to start this video off with, we needed to check in with Gemini and the Winklevoss brothers. Gemini says, take an afternoon break to recharge with crypto and coffee. You've heard us talk about cold storage, and you've even heard us talk about HSMs. But what does that mean exactly? Cameron Winklevoss and Tyler Winklevoss explain below. You know something, this is a total side note, but one thing I've always wondered about those two twin brothers is which brother is the alpha. Usually there's an alpha, and then there's one of them that is more of a background guy. I wonder which one of them the personality guy is. I'm really not sure. I think it might be Cameron, but I'm not sure. It's just my gut feeling from observing. But I always have to mention a couple of things. These guys are Harvard graduates, but their business school did not teach them, apparently, that it usually, when your customers are howling for something like adding XRP, it's a good idea to listen to them, or your potential customers. And these guys still do not listen to their customers when they ask for XRP on their site. They won't even talk about XRP, won't reply about XRP, won't say the word Ripple, as many in the industry. But I would love, in a second, I would love to go to New York and not just have coffee with them on the street in front of their bus, but coffee and cinnamon, and talk about XRP and how they just added it to their platform. In fact, I'll commit right now, Winklevoss brothers, you add XRP, and I will come there and I will help you promote the fact that you added XRP to your platform, and I will drink cinnamon coffee right there on the street in front of your bus. It's a done deal. You just tell me where to sign. All right. So and by the way, we keep seeing their advertisement everywhere. I know they're doing it in Miami, and I think San Francisco and New York. All right. Mr. B XRP at XRP Mr. We probably shouldn't sleep on next week's CordaCon. A lot going on all at once. CordaCon. Now remember, I've said it on this channel many times. When the history books are written, you will hear three names: Ripple, R3, and DTCC. That's just me talking. I'm just telling you. When it comes to blockchain history and digital asset history, those three names, write them down. Okay, now what Mr. B is talking about is this is R3's. They call it CordaCon, October 23rd to 24th, 2019, and they're doing it in London. R3's flagship conference is back in London this year. CordaCon, by the way, I love London, and I'm going to a conference in London before it's over. I just don't know which one. But I love London. I love the green. I love their huge parks over there. I love everything about the history that they have that the United States really doesn't have. We don't have the kind of history they have over there, and it's fascinating to me. Okay, R3's flagship conference are back in London. They're going to have 800 plus industry leaders. As we know, there are always big announcements when companies have big conferences like this. But here's what the other thing I wanted to mention to you along with this. Think about this for a minute. You have CordaCon, and then these are the things you have going on in October, early November. You've got CordaCon. You have the San Francisco Blockchain Week, which I think it's a week, but it's in San Francisco. And Ripple and Spring are one of the sponsors over there. Then you have in Vegas, I've told you about World CryptoCon. That starts, I think the 28th maybe, but that's a huge conference in Las Vegas. And you, by the way, you can get $100 off tickets to that in the description of all my videos leading up to it. And I'm going to try to find out from some of these other conferences the same thing, if they'll give my listeners a discount if I and give me some kind of discount code for you. So I'm going to look into that. But anyway, so you've got CordaCon, you have San Francisco Blockchain Week, you've got Vegas Blockchain Week, which encompasses World CryptoCon, and also I think maybe like Litecoin Summit and some other, like 4 or 5 others. And you also have Money 2020 in Las Vegas that same week. And then finally, to round it out, you have Swell in early November. So this is a big, huge next 3 or 4 weeks in blockchain. So keep your eyes open. Now, I wanted to give a shout out, DMSPQR. Now, these guys are the ones that do the really deep dives. These are the guys that brought us the connections with Vanguard and Ripple and did that huge presentation with Love for Crypto and those guys. So these guys are really smart, do really good research that I don't even have the patience to do. I mean, I don't know what I would do without these guys and like the Green Eggs and Ham Sam I am. These guys that are so good at going deep and looking at these things, and then I can watch these things and get just enough to present to my audience, so that it doesn't lose me or lose them. You know what I mean? So this guy, he says, I started a coil going to try and support the XRP coil ILP ecosystem with research and writings regarding the direction of our world, and research connections I find will largely be personal insights, but I'd be honored to have a follow from XRP community. And then he says, P.S. XRP wallpapers, banners, and desktops will be available via my coil page. Please follow and retweet so everyone will get a chance to see them. So this is, let me show you his coil thing, and you can go and follow him here. And here's I wanted you to see the wallpapers if you haven't seen them already. I'm actually using one of these myself. I am using this one. I thought this one was so cool. But they all look really cool. I really like all of them. But go and grab you one of the wallpapers and check out his coil blog. But more important than even that, the research these guys put out. I'm telling them, I hope they're listening to me. Make sure that you provide me when you guys upload some of these awesome videos and different things. Don't assume that I'll see it, please. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but don't assume that I see it. You put it in front of me, and I will show my audience, because you guys are huge for what's going on. Okay, the crypto utility guy at Utility Guy 7, major Singapore bank completes first DLT trade finance transaction. Now, this is the article here from which Cointelegraph says a Singapore banking branch of CIMB Group, one of the largest Asian investment banks, has completed its first blockchain-based trade financing transaction. The transaction was processed using blockchain and Internet of Things IoT platform developed by local trade finance firm iTrustCapital. Yahoo Singapore reports October 17th. And then I wanted to show you this part down here. They're headquartered in Malaysia. CIMB Group is the 5th largest banking group in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, I guess is how you say that, and one of the biggest Islamic banks. With 36,000 employees located in 16 countries, the group has a market cap of $48 billion at publishing time. In November 2008, another CIMB Group subsidiary, CIMB Group Holdings, joined Ripple's cross-border payments network to apply Ripple's X-Current product for remittance service called Speed Send. So there you go. All right, Stonehodl XRP, at Stonehodl XRP, sent me this one. This is an article on CoinDesk. And by the way, look over here, XRP is up 5.78%. Fearing USD decline, ex-CFTC heads propose a blockchain-based digital dollar. Now, they did this, I believe, in an op-ed for the Wall Street Journal. And this tweet is from looking at that op-ed, I believe. Proposal launch for U.S. digital dollar. Now, he says, guys, are they talking about Ripple XRPL RippleNet? The digital, and by the way, he's Ganesh Hermath. The digital dollar blockchain would be government sanctioned and created and maintained by an independent non-governmental group, but administered by banks. Also, China deal is over. Is this the case? Be ready, guys. Listen to this. We propose a digital dollar, a government-sanctioned blockchain protocol created and maintained by an independent non-governmental group, but administered by banks and other trusted payment organizations. Cash brought into the system would be exchanged for digital US dollars on a blockchain, with the cash lodged in special escrow accounts maintained by the Federal Reserve. This mechanism could ultimately digitize the dollar in both domestic and international transactions. I wonder what that sounds like. Okay. And then this was also from that, I believe. From XRP Big Time. Until recently, we've taken a sandbox approach to fintech regulation under which we could afford to give projects a chance to see how risks materialize, Core said. But now we have an elephant in the sandbox. So that approach doesn't work anymore. So my question is, I guess Facebook and Libra is the elephant in the sandbox. So what does that make XRP? The cheetah? Maybe that's going to be in the title. Maybe that's going to be in the title of my video. All right. Michelle Vandenberg sent me this from Matt at Matthew Liny. Maybank, Ripple Tech customer, and National Bank of Cambodia signed MOU to promote cross-border payment and remittance. There's a Ripple customer right here, and he's showing you the little headline there. It's like a press release. And then from Bank XRP, at Bank XRP, one of the legends in the space. Bank of America, the second largest bank in the United States, has quietly tested out Ripple's distributed ledger technology and may be planning to do more with it. Do you think this is coming from nowhere? Now we get this from Bond Crypt. Things are moving behind the scenes. Blockchain shop. Bank of America quietly pilots Ripple Tech. A Ripple spokesperson would neither confirm nor deny whether B of A was a customer, but said the companies had conducted a pilot together. Can you say NDA? And then there's this from Bond Crypt. How ex-Ripple Binance US CEO Crypto Coley, and this is the lady that Catherine Coley from Ripple that is now the head of Binance United States. Now, by the way, when I go to Swell, it would really make the trip if I could meet her and meet CZ Binance. I would love to have a glass of wine with CZ Binance. Let me throw that out there for what it's worth. Coley says, we want to be applying products new to the market and in cadence that will work with regulation in the United States. This lady I've been watching for a while now, and she is obviously the right woman for the job. She is really doing all the right things and is obviously very smart. And I think there are big things ahead for Binance here in the United States. I wanted to make sure you took note. This is the same Fortune program that we saw Brad Garlinghouse on not more than a week or so ago. Okay, I want to give a shout out here. Salvo Leone, sometimes giving away merch. This guy has been helping me out on some things, and you need to take note. Go check his website out at crypto-stickers.com and give him a follow at SLEONE_76. Go check him out. I'm going to show you his website. And again, it's crypto-stickers.com. This guy has all kinds of merchandise. It's not just Ripple, but he's got it. He's got all of these different coins where you can get merchandise. And he does wallets. He's even got lighters, it looks like, but a lot of stickers. And I wouldn't mind getting one of those wallets he's got. I think I'm going to look and see what he's got there. But let's see what else he has here. It looks like what does he do? Put a logo on pasta or something? No. Give me some pasta and no pineapples. I don't know. I think that's just somebody saying something. But anyway, he's got. It looks like people tweeting down there about what he's doing. But let's look at the wallets. I'm just going to pull up a random thing. I haven't looked at them yet. Here we go. Let's see what they look like. So he's got an XRP wallet, a Bitcoin wallet, a Binance wallet, and you can see all these. Pretty darn cool. So go check him out. Again, it's crypto-stickers.com. Now, I had to show you this again because let me tell you what, since I started giving people titles on this channel, the funniest title I've ever given out is this guy's title. And I want to share with you all why I just had to give him the title. The first thing is, let's look at his title here. I gave this to him, I think, yesterday. He is, by the way, he's the official global coin pimp of the Digital Asset Investor channel. And I had to have a coin pimp, an official coin pimp for this channel. But here's why it was so funny when he sent me this idea to me is that, and I need to read you his little slogan here. Either pimp the game or the game will pimp you. Hashtag XRP. I read that and just started dying laughing. But here's why I had to give him a title. I don't know if I've ever told you all on this channel, but there's one thing that I am mad at the company Ripple about. I'm not really mad, but I'm disappointed with the company Ripple about, and that is that I did not, and it was early on, so I understand, but I did not get invited when they had Snoop Dogg at their XRP community night. Now that would have made my life because I am one of the biggest Snoop Dogg fans that you have ever known. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned that on this channel before. And I pulled this video, and forgive the words there, but that's the name. I mean, that's what they say. So anyway, Snoop Dogg, I'll never forget the first time I ever saw him. I was sitting on a couch in college, and everybody, to a man in that room, it was just a bunch of college kids. We're all sitting around watching MTV. And this video with Dr. Dre comes on. It's the scene where I think he was in like a parking garage. And I believe this was the first time I ever saw Snoop Dogg. Every one of us sat up in our chairs and looked at this and pointed at the screen and said, who is that guy? Because it was the video was featuring Dr. Dre, but you kept seeing this tall, skinny guy that just looked like the coolest guy in the room. And ever since then, to this day, I listen to Snoop Dogg on the back porch. My sons know most of the songs that they're allowed to listen to that are Snoop Dogg songs, or the version without all the cussing and everything. They know just about every Snoop Dogg song that there is because they've grown up with me playing Snoop Dogg on the back porch. So that is probably something that none of you knew. But I'm one of the biggest. In fact, if there is any way on the planet that anybody listening to my voice can do two things, it would make mine and my 7-year-old's day. Mine would be made by meeting Snoop Dogg. My 7-year-old told me specifically to ask my audience if he could meet Cody Bellinger, the baseball player. I think he plays for, I want to say he plays for the Dodgers, maybe. Anyway, those are the two things. Those, some people want to meet me, which is crazy to me, but I want to meet Snoop Dogg. I need a picture with Snoop Dogg. I promise you this. I will show my face. If there's anybody out there that can get me a picture with Snoop Dogg, I will show you my face. Period. I didn't even plan on telling you that, but I would. All right. And finally, I wanted to show you this. XRP Meow. XRP at the Digital Asset Investor. Enjoying the day after a second cup of coffee with cinnamon in my Ripple mug. Now that, my friends, looks like a thumbnail for this video. I'm the Digital Asset Investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that the Digital Asset Investor has no problem showing his face if you get me in a picture with Snoop Dogg. Thank you for listening.